If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Right, welcome back to part 2 of Out of the Ashes, the Kickstarter one-shot thing that we're doing. So where were we?
You were about to... You had things set up for a lovely clandestine move of various goods to hide from the assessor. So, I think it's time to get some dice rolling.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
What is Dassos known for producing? Is it because is it got like fertile lands, or is it, or is it quite a harsh environment, or
It's fertile lands in a clearing in the Calador Forest, one of the sort of untainted areas. So there's food produced, crops produced, and also lumber.
Okay. So we don't want to take it all, because if we take it all, it's going to look really fucking suspicious, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're also going to have to do it in 2 trips, right?
What do you mean 2 trips?
Well, you've got the weapons you're taking and hiding, and also the excess food supplies.
Wouldn't it be smarter to take the back rows of everything and only take half of each? That way there's still stuff there, and then So
Alright, we've got to do some rolls. Is that what you said?
I think it's a case of doing some rolls. So what you're trying to do is basically go into the place. Of course, the weapons, the armory is guarded. But I think with everything you've done so far, you've probably got a guard who's, from Dassos, obviously, and happy to cooperate with you. But it's basically trying to get things out. You've got people distracted with the protests. And then, of course, doing the same sort of thing with the food supplies. So I think what I'll do to resolve this, again, you set things up, so I'll only make you do one of them. But I'll do what's called a group test.
Uh-oh.
So what this is say what skill you're using, say how you're doing it and helping the process. Make a dice roll and narrate. So because there's 4 of you doing it, I want a total of 4 successes. But if you get a critical, it counts as 2 successes. So let's start off with J-Wall. What's your part in this? So obviously you've spoken to your friend and got a distraction there. So what's your skill roll you're using?
It doesn't have to be related to that, does it? That's just...
No, it doesn't, no.
Okay. So what I'll do will be, whilst everyone else is probably working on actually transporting the goods, I'm going to be one of the ones that is aware of the plan and is trying to also be a distraction. Just to make sure things don't seem a bit odd by a bunch of people being missing. So what I'll use for that will be... I'll use law, and what I'll use that for is to effectively Zanvia pays guards right here, along with Ibir, my friend. I'll be telling them stories from ages gone by that they wouldn't have experienced, trying to just keep them distracted and other things rather than what they're actually here for.
Okay, that sounds slightly more like song than law, but is that okay still?
Yeah, song works, yeah.
Okay, so give me a song test at difficulty 15. Let's see how it goes.
Wrong button. That's skill test, right? Song, skill level 5. 13. Did not succeed.
Okay, are you going to boost it with your spirit or with a key?
I will.
So remember, 3 points for an extra D10 or 1 point for an extra D4 if a key applies.
I'll do 3 points.
Okay. So roll a D10. Let's see what. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So that is lovely. You have got it, Owen. You've got people wonderfully distracted. So that's one of the successes you need. Okay. So what's your part in this?
I'm going to be heading out to the areas where the protests are happening and basically running around delivering messages, making sure everyone knows where to be and making sure the people who we're attempting to distract with these protests know that they're happening.
Throw this out.
Okay, so what skill are you bringing into this?
Song.
Okay, perfect. Give me a roll.
I know.
Not really. I'm full at it.
Ooh.
Ooh. So, do you want to spend some spirit to boost it? As at the moment, it sounds like your song's interfering with things.
Yeah, I'm going to spend some spirit.
Quick question. You mentioned, Paul, about doubles being crits. Is that only if you succeed? On the
Yes,
initial
but it
roll?
will be a crit if Sue boosts it successfully here
Okay.
by spending some spirit. I mean, of course, you'll still need an 8 or higher here.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh. So you're still on 1 success. The message is it's gone wrong here. You know, people are actually getting in the way here. There's a protest across where you're trying to transport the carts, which is looking kind of obvious. Okay, James, can you rescue it?
yeah, I'm going to be using that famous skill known as walking without being spotted.
A very good plan. A very good plan. I think
Basically,
walking out being spotted here, find the side alleys to take things down.
yep, sneak things down back alleys and stuff like that. And I could even bring in a key as well. I've got secrecy as a key.
Okay, we'll add that if you need it. We'll add that if you need it. And of course, it'd be nice to get a critical, wouldn't it, here? Especially since that's what you're going to need. Let's roll and see what the dice say.
I got a 14.
Oh, so that is going to be a failure unless you're bringing in a key.
Secrecy.
Secrecy. So give me a D4 roll. And spend 1 spirit. Perfect. Okay, so this is still looking pretty bleak.
So I see like how do I pronounce your name, Sue? Is the Y silent? So it's Dalin.
Edelin.
Oh, is it Edelin? Oh, right, Yvette. Okay, Edelin. So I see Edelin like making a mess of things, and so I write, rather than like cutting across this street, I actually take it down another back alley, and then we loop back round and come across further down. So we're further away from where everyone's eyes are at. Down the back, down through some back streets, and mainly away from the busy areas where Edelin has caused a bit of a mess.
Okay, so it is down to Alexandros to land this. And unfortunately, we need 4 successes. We've got 2 so far. So only a critical success will do.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I'm going to use the key, I guess it is, that wilderness.
Yep.
That if I can get these people out of the city, will be good. And if I can do that also, I will spend a would the drive of this being about lady
I think it is definitely what the ladies asked you to do. So you could get 1d6 sort of spirit back.
because I'm going to burn 3 to make sure I
Yeah.
get a d10. So that
Well,
would be
yeah. So you could do a d10 and a d4 if you wanted. But let's see how the dice go. You might not need it.
and I'm rolling sneak.
Yeah.
So that's skill test, skill level 5.
Jesse, no, it's not known as sneak. That's not what the skill's called. I'm afraid it's called walking without being spotted, and you get a bonus if you walk around with a bush in your hand.
Oh, this is not looking good.
Oh no. Okay, and that's the extra. You said okay, so it's D10 for spending 3 spirit, and then I get an additional D6. Or that's
D4 for the key. D10 for 3 spirit. D4 for another 1 point of spirit if you want it. But I think it's blown.
That's all I can do.
Yep.
That's a total of 16, so probably not.
Actually, yeah, it's not. I'm afraid.
So, question: could I spend 3 spirit and roll an additional D10 and try and get an extra, like an extreme, try and get above 10 on the target number?
Yes.
That would mean I need to get a 9 or more.
Yeah.
So now we've got all this stuff.
I'm spending 3. Oh god. I'm going to spend the 3 and see if I can just do it. I'm now down to 5 spirit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. I tried.
I think
One other possible option is Edelin could possibly use their passion for songs and stories.
that will get you spirit back.
I
It
know,
won't
get
get
spirit
further
back, sorry.
Boost.
E for community.
Yeah, I was thinking, can I use the community one?
Yeah.
That's another point of spirit. And
So you're
D4.
on 13. You'd need 2 or more.
There we are.
Oh, just.
So we just start fucking panicking like as things seem to be going horribly wrong.
Yeah, things are going absolutely horribly wrong. But by the sheer skin of your teeth.
What does focus mean?
It predetermines some of the sort of talents you can take.
Oh,
and things
okay.
in that creation. So it doesn't really matter during the game. So you have, by the skin of your teeth, you have got things hidden. And yes, there's a bit of distraction going on. So, Lady Irulan, she has spotted exactly what you're doing. She can see it. And she's sort of trying to steer the assessor so she's looking away at just the right time. But you've done it. And they're taking a minimum of things away sort of during the assessment. And she is saying, thank you. I'll stay 1 more night. Now get back to Vesper. It does seem it seems like you might be struggling with food. I thought I shouldn't take any food. That's disappointing for Vesper, but obviously we don't want to starve you.
Small mercies.
And then, dun dun dun, something else happens.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, otherwise that would be a rather short scenario.
It would be.
Well, you'd be all right. I've had my fun, actually, but no. So, coming to the gate of Vesper, not the gate of Vesper, sorry, the gate of Dassos, there is a soldier, a Vespan soldier, coming in. He's absolutely covered with wounds. staggers into the gate and actually collapses.
Is this while we're transporting or after we've transported?
Just after you've transported it, but you are the person who sees him first because of where you are.
Okay.
Quick, someone give him some sunlight, salmon scampi.
I think he needs a. I think he needs an apothecary. I don't think eating is good. I'll help him. I'll help him up to his feet, and try and like take him towards like the nearest healer.
Yeah. Can any of you guys heal?
Yeah, obviously, if anyone here can heal, I'll be taking them to them. But if it's not, I'll take it
heal
to.
as a mental skill.
Yeah, I have it as a skill.
Okay,
Excellent.
which one of you's better at the? Who's the more trained at healing? I would.
I've got 3.
4.
Right, so I'll take it to Arid.
Yeah, the wise Alari. And he's
Can
always
I-
got food as well.
Can I look him over and just see what sort of wounds he's got?
Yes, you can. It looks like probably sort of all sorts of lots and lots of very small bite marks. It looks like.
Oh, he's
there's
attacked by a
also
pack
a
of
couple of
chihuahuas. Yeah, is that what you're saying? A pack of
Yeah.
chihuahuas attacked him.
In fact, he's been attacked by a pack of chihuahuas. I mean, if you want to make a law test,
Yep. I got an 11.
now, yeah, definitely he's been attacked by a pack of chihuahuas.
Okay.
As soon as I see them, I will also try to work out what could have done this.
I think he's been attacked by some chihuahuas.
Yeah, I somehow don't believe you, and I'm like, let me investigate.
I hope you fucking fail and you go, yep, chihuahuas.
I like that. We'll get to the end of the session. Sort of.
Ah, ruined.
No, I mean this looks like he's been attacked. It's impossible to say at the moment, but this sort of wound, you'd guess actually it would be a demon, one of the desecrators, one of the powerful things who served the Nameless King. Something very nasty, something that makes tainted.
Can I sense any like taint here?
If you're able to heal him, he won't be tainted.
But can I currently like sense any taint? Or...
There's none at the moment, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll attempt to patch him up.
Okay, so this will be a heal test. You've already observed the nature of the wound, so it's just difficulty 10.
Yep. I would like to use my key of life.
I think that seems extremely fitting.
Yep.
Yeah. So you do get him round. You don't fail, so he doesn't die on you. This is good.
Can players... So, just a question about system. Can players assist players?
Yes. So with assistance, if you've got a skill of 5 or more, you can give another player a bonus D10. If you're rolling 3d10 instead of 2d10.
What was if you haven't got 5?
You can't assist effectively.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily exactly the same skill, so it might be law to assist healing, for example, here. But yeah, you've got him there, and most importantly, you've got him cleansed.
I'm like, these chihuahuas are getting damn violent.
I smacked him overhead with my quarterstaff.
With a
I'm a
fist.
she. I'm a she, thank you.
I said them, so, but I smack her overhead with my quarterstaff.
Ow, what's that for?
You're being cheeky to your elders.
Like,
I'm like 180 years your senior.
so, like, how long ago was this injury? I'm trying to find out.
This looks pretty recent, just a couple of days ago. And he is saying, "God, you've got to help me. I'm the last survivor."
Well, I think we've helped you.
No. They attacked us. They attacked us.
What, the Chihuahuas?
Tainted and a monster made of mists and eyes.
Yeah, I'm
Not
making
chihuahuas.
notes on this. I've just crossed out chihuahuas and filling him in some other detail.
Yeah.
Do I know any creatures that are like that description?
Give me a lore test.
Look at that.
19?
You got the highest and the lowest. You got a 1 and a 10.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a monster called a Moroi, you would guess. Probably the most feared of the desecrators. So, one thing the Moroi do is they taint and corrupt the land around them.
Well, that's not good.
They will also, in some cases, capture people and corrupt them, turning them into tainted. And he's saying, "Please, I beg you, the new governor of Dasos, Governor Askilios, he's been captured. He's been captured by this thing."
Well, I guess I should seek him out then.
We have to. We have to go.
All right. Well, let's get some things together and we'll head out.
Okay, so first things first.
I've got
Does
a
anyone
passion
want, yeah,
because
yeah.
I want to try and recover some fucking spirit that I've spent.
What I
That
was
would be a
going to
good
say
idea.
is, before we go out, I could cook us a hearty meal. which lets
And that will help
recover
everyone.
D4 spirit. So
What is
Sure.
this?
Sure, if you
Let's go.
I'll make everyone's favourite. Not Stampy.
Chihuahua Chihuahua ribs.
Chihuahua pies.
There's no more chihuahuas. There's none left.
Okay.
Like edible dormouse, we've eaten a lot.
So everyone gets D4 spirit back.
I don't need any. I'm full now.
Can I also claim my own stuff back? Because my max is 10.
Yeah,
I'm
you
only
can,
2
yeah,
away.
you can use a passion. I think there's passions that are probably coming.
Because my passion is a sense of adventure and gratuitous danger.
This is definitely both. You can get D6 spirit back on that, no problem. What the most dangerous-
Is it a one use only though? Is it once I've used it this session, that's it?
You can get it twice per session, but between the two of them.
Okay.
Is there a limit? Sorry, Jesse.
No, go ahead.
I'm not going to use
Is
it
there
just
a
yet.
limit to using your keys for D4s,
The keys are boosting rolls.
but there's no limit to that, is there? If it
Uh,
just applies, you can use it.
as long as you've got spirit, it's 1 spirit per time.
Okay,
That's it.
okay.
But yeah, justify it and you've got it.
Oh, I like that.
It just costs 1 spirit each time.
I suppose I
Now-
can use my passion to recover some as well, because it's a love of fine cuisine.
Definitely.
Now, is it okay if I save my passion because I have loathing for the tainted and corrupt lands. For
And you might get to a stage later on where you need it. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna save mine. But I do have, because always prepared. It says, in addition to, I have things on hand. It says when you embark on an expedition, increase your group supply resources by a die step.
Yep. So instead of D4 supplies, you're setting off with D6 supplies, which is rather useful.
Leftovers.
Are we actually going to be using that? The expedition flags and so forth for this next part?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
You've got extra, you can do extra stuff, can't you?
Yep. I get to do 2 activities rather than 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is quite good actually. So you've had a hearty meal, gathered supplies together, and now you're off on an adventure. Hooray!
Yeah, I think Arid cooked too much, so we got like
things
extra.
left over, yeah.
We've got some extras.
This is not a bad thing. It's good. It's good grub he produces.
Plus, we're attacked by animals. We can throw it at them and distract them.
Especially those damn chihuahuas.
Yeah, those chihuahuas are just killer.
So the first bit is the first leg. You're heading off into the Calador forest. It's relatively safe ground near Dassos, but obviously as soon as you're more than a day out, it's getting very troubled and the patrols aren't reaching it. So it's a question of if you want any activities on this leg of the expedition. And again, you don't have to take any, or you could take one each. So let me just go through the sort of things you can do. So what you can do is try and find a safe resting place. So this is somewhere you could recover endurance. I mean, okay, you don't need to do that yet. Gather supplies. That would involve a survival test. Try and sort of reduce the difficulty of the trip. Try and find safe routes. That would be a lore test. Or generally stay alert, keeping a good watch out for hazards, good watch out for things that might happen. You don't have to do any of those. In this terrain, it will be difficulty 15, and there are consequences for failure. So only do it if you feel you have to, or feel you want to.
Well, we don't need supplies, do we? Because we've got D6 worth of supplies. Right now we don't.
Yeah, this leg of the journey, you'd roll D6 for your supplies. If you roll 1 or 2, they go down to D4.
Okay.
If you only had D4 supplies, they go down to 0. Then, after that running out of supplies, you're in trouble. So you might not need to yet, but of course there's a journey back.
All right.
My survival's only 3, so.
Yeah. So,
yeah, my survival's only 3. Who's got?
Mine's 5.
Okay.
Do you want to get more supplies?
Well, yeah, it might be useful.
So give me a survival test at difficulty 15.
Can I assist her?
Yes.
Well, no, because you're...
That will count as your activity. So you've got 3d10, Sue.
Okay.
I thought you couldn't assist if you didn't have the skill higher than 5.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, sorry, you can't in this case.
Well, I have a shoot of 6.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. You try to bring down some animals.
Yeah. Just trying to help.
Okay.
Whoa.
There's a double there.
Duper critical.
Show me the money.
That's enough to get your supplies going up by 2 lots. So your supplies are now D10. You have got loads of food. both things from your shooting expedition and the food you gathered from Arad Shiga. And of course, he can cook this new lot up lovely. If he wants to.
If I want to.
You don't have, yeah. Otherwise, they're just going to have to do it. I mean, who are you? You're a light bringer. You're not a cook.
To be fair, I have a D10 bonus to craft for all cooking tests, so I am kind of a cook, but that's a side job.
Nothing wrong with being a cook. They're very useful people.
I bring light with my cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the Grand Tour. Sorry.
That said, you're getting to the sort of first. So you're probably about halfway to where people were captured. But you can hear people moving. I say people, more like things.
So how do we react to that? How would we spot that, and how would we how would we avoid it, or would we have to confront it? I mean, what
So
are
you've
our
got a
options?
choice. You could try and stealth your way around them. You could try simply doing a runner. Or you could turn and fight them. I mean, you don't know exactly what they are.
Could I scout ahead and find out what they are?
Yes, give me an investigate test.
Oh, bollocks. I was hoping it would be sneak, but okay.
Actually, sneak works for me. Difficulty 15.
I've got an exact 15.
Yeah, so you spot them. At first, how shall I put it? They're looking like people. Hungry people, carrying weapons.
Sense
kind
the
of dressed in
unseen?
rags. Yeah, they're not. They are tainted. And you can see that their eyes are red. Their hands, they don't have nails, they have claws. Their teeth are sort of all razor sharp and pointed. And there are 8 of them.
Okay. I will head back to the group and go, we've got some tainted people with claws and shit. There's 8 of them. There's only 4 of us.
I looked at Alexandros for his reaction.
You clearly don't get a reaction from Alexandros. Does Jesse even know his character's name?
Yes, I do. I'm just trying to avoid. I want to murder them all, but I don't know if I have. Is this too many?
Are they coming this way? By the way, Paul.
Yeah, they're hunting basically. They're hunting for you.
So we could set up we could ambush them. We could literally prepare an ambush. Yeah, and that could potentially give us an advantage or something.
I am down.
So what I'll do is the 2 who's ranged, who isn't ranged?
I'm not ranged. At least I've only got a mace, so I assume I'm not.
Of course, you can charge into battle, right? You're very quick at that.
Yep.
All right, so I assume we're in because we're in a forest, right? We're still in a forest.
You're still in the forest.
Why don't we do both?
That's the plan. I was gonna get the rangers, people who can shoot up some trees, and then the people that fight in hand can stay on the ground level. I might stay on the ground level because I can sort of do a bit of both. I'm better at shooting, but I'm, being on the ground. You don't want just one person on the ground because, that could potentially go badly. What sort of magics have you got?
So I can cast light over an entire area, which will deal damage to tainted.
Oh, okay. So you'll do you explode at them, yes?
I open the skies and shine down on them.
Okay.
And, you know, while he does that, I can also do hail of arrows, which will fuck everything up as well. So the two together would be kind of cool. That's all I'm saying.
It might be really effective.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll tell you what, you've got the battle plan. Can someone make a battle roll? So that's setting up the ambush.
Is that a skill?
That's a skill.
Does anyone have the skill battle?
Yeah, I've got 5.
Ooh, I'm listening to her.
Yeah, so what I just said was actually Edelin.
Well, no, I think it's a case of Edelin. Can we do this?
Yeah, you said it, and I've confirmed that it sounds like a good idea, or possibly not, depending on how this roll goes.
Let's see.
I know that's all right.
That's a critical success because of the double 7s. So you have got a perfect ambush set up for them. Absolutely perfect. They're hunting in your direction. They don't know how far they've got to go. And you can just let rip without them knowing what's coming. So I'm going to start with J-Wall. What's J-Wall doing here? So as the 8 of them lope into sight.
Yep. So I'm gonna spend 5 spirit
5?
to cast. That's how much it costs me to do daylight. Yeah, 5 spirit to do daylight, covering the entire area that they and us are encompassing.
Okay. So give me a damage roll.
Yeah. That's a D6. 6.
Okay. Would you say with the sort of gathering from this critical success, I think they're all pretty close together.
Yeah.
So you have annihilated 4 of them. They just dissolve under the force of this onslaught of daylight.
I just immediately step back behind a tree.
Yep. Okay, so we've got a hail of arrows coming in. I think that's probably the next big attack, isn't it? So Jesse,
Yes.
give me a roll.
Okay. I use a shoot, correct?
Yep, shoot. And
Okay.
of course, if you're doing your D10 bonus, that's going to be effective.
You know what? I'm going to spend 3 spirit to not only do a D10, but I'm also going to use death.
It's a 4 spirit that will be.
So that's D10 plus a D4. So
Yep.
First that, then that, then that. So
that's 21.
So that's, how much is that above 12? Or for every 3 you said? So that's,
Yep, so that's 1, 15, 18. You've got 3 of them.
okay. And that's for a D6 each, which will be, only 1. But he
Nonetheless, they're heavily peppered.
Excellent. Then I step back into the trees.
Yeah. So that's very flash as well. Okay, Alwyn, show us your moves.
So I'm in the tree.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna shoot down. I've got precision shots, so I'm gonna if I get a 9 or a 10, do I need to spend a spirit for this? Because it doesn't say I need to spend a spirit.
You don't need to spend a spirit for that. No, it's just a good dice roll for the precision shot thing.
Okay, I get a 9.
You need 13 to hit them.
Okay.
6.
Yeah, this is the first ordinary attack.
Oh, I got a 20, and I got a 10 as well. So I got a crit there.
You have got an auto crit on that. That has killed one of them, stone dead. The one who wasn't previously peppered with arrows, let's say, because who's going to bother with that?
Oh.
And finally, okay, Idolin.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to use a melee attack, as that's all I've got.
Are you doing a charge?
Yes.
So give me an athletics test first, at difficulty 15.
Gidman's gonna kill you.
Oh, wonderful. So give me then a melee test with an extra D10. So a fight test, I think it is, with an extra D10. Because your charge has been successful.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
That went all right.
Okay, give me damage. 2, after being peppered previously with arrows, is good enough for you to kill one of them. It's their turn now. The
Very small
remaining
attacks.
2. And surprisingly enough, they are fleeing.
Cowards.
They're not getting away.
Give me a shoot test then.
How many are left? Is it only 2 left?
There's only 2
Yeah.
left. Your ambush was super duper successful. Yep, that's good enough, Jesse.
I'll shoot the one he's not shooting.
Yeah, go for it. Yep, 1 down. Pow.
Got another critical.
Okay, last 1 down. Pow.
Wow.
So 8 tainted were apparently no trouble at all.
Well,
Well, it was because of the burst thing. This is what did it.
You've got all sorts of specials, and of course you had the ambush on your side. That's what did it, because they didn't get a chance. But
Yep.
anyway, you've done it. You were clever. You were skilled. You have succeeded in this. Of course, that's not the main fight. That's just something on the way.
Do we have to burn the bodies? Is that like a practice that they do with like tainted bodies? They just burn them.
It's
so
commonly, it's a good practice. Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
Before we go further, we're gonna pile up the bodies and
Yeah, we'll try and find a clearing as well, so we don't set the entire forest on fire.
I mean, the interesting thing is most of the bodies are gone. One of them starts to almost revert back to human looking after you've killed it. I mean, some tainted do that. Some aren't gone so far they can't come back.
Oh, whoops! We just murdered people.
But on the other hand, that's the horrible thing with the tainted.
Yeah, they would have murdered us if we hadn't
Yeah,
dealt with them.
they're not human, but they were human.
I wonder if there's a way to make them revert back once they're tainted.
That would be nice.
Can I? So duty. Can I use duty to get spirit back?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is doing your duty.
To hunt the tainted and subjugators.
Yep, you're definitely doing that.
And how much do I get back? Is it D4?
D6.
Oh, bollocks. Wow, 1.
I think as we continue on our way, I should sing an inspiring song to Arad.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, what's the song? Sing it.
What does that get Arad back?
If my song test works, it gets him D6 spirit back.
Okay, give me a song roll.
You're going to sing at us, Sue? Is that what you're going to do?
No, I'm not. Right, what number was I looking for?
You were looking for 15.
Ah.
So if there's a key, you could spend 1 spirit. And you've got. Okay, yeah.
Can I assist her in her role to support me?
Yes, I see no reason
We
why
both
not.
start singing.
Yeah, you're trying to lift your own spirits. Why not?
Yeah.
Give me a D10.
Are you going to sing, Jaywall?
I'm always singing.
Just enough.
Yes, perfect. You have got some spirit back.
How much
Your
spirit do you get
one
back?
D6.
Well, at least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah.
Excellent. So cheered by this. I think you're a bit cheered by this, aren't you? What was the song? What was the song about?
99 love balloons. No, sorry.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Yeah, something like that.
Pam?
Probably something about sunshine 'cause it's, to inspire him to future feats of daylight.
Sounds good.
Pocket full of sunshine.
Okay, time for another break, James.
Yes. Okay, we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. So don't touch that dial.